So, hello fellow coin collectors, how you going today? And today, well, we're going to have a look at the new Australian 50-cent coin that just come out. I don't have any of these outside of the bags, and I'm not going to rip these bags open just to have a look. If you want to rip them open, they're actually quite easy. But, the light reflecting of them is actually not that good. But let's have a look closely at one of these coins. So I'll try and get a better image for you. And there you go. So they actually is a pretty simple design. And all these words on there are from various native Australian languages. And they're supposed to represent the word for currency or coin, something like that. But these Indigenous people, they actually never use currency, as you're seeing in front of me now. They would have traded, used barter, or maybe they would have used a medium that actually was not a metal, because they were actually a Stone Age people. They, in 1788, they were actually thrown into the industrial age, because Australia essentially went from a Stone Age period where they used stones, wood as tools, to an industrial age where they actually industry came to Australia. It would have taken like 20-30 years for that to actually fully develop. But their languages are quite interesting. They have a Napamaningongyu. I hope I said that right. And that just means man in two languages. I think one from Western Australia and one from Cape York. But they base these languages based on their grammar, generally not their vocabulary. So, and up in Northern Kimberley and Northern Territory, they have a lot of language isolates, which means they're languages that have no relation to any other languages, or very small family groups like Indo-European, which includes, this is an example, which includes English, Hindi, Iranian, Spanish, Russian. They're all part of the one language family, because the grammar, the base grammar is actually, you can see similarities with it. And then you have, like Tibetans, Tibetan, Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese. They're all languages that are related to each other. Then you have isolates like Japanese and Korean. They're both not related to each other, but they're related to no other languages. So they're just a few examples. And here we have a beautiful mulu. So Nambal, Wamala, Tajiri, the Glati. It's a bit hard as an English speaker to actually pronounce, like the NGK. Oh, sorry. The NGK on this word. Let me get it up. Let me get it up. Up. So, yeah, the NGK in this word is actually pretty hard for me to pronounce. I need to actually practice. So, Mulu, Galang, Banda, Biker, Alanda, Boya, Nalanga. And there you go, International Year of Indigenous Languages. Gura, Garangari, Perky. And I'd actually like to know what these words, what their rough translation into English is. So I think that might be actually a bit different. So, and another interesting fact, like if I hold the coin this way, then I turn it over, it actually has a rotation like that. So let's have a look again. We turn it over that way. I don't want to damage this bag too much. So as far as I know, these haven't actually been released into circulation yet. As you can see, it has damage from rubbing with each other. So we turn it that way, go that way, and as you can see, the 50 cent is actually not at the bottom, it's at the side. So 50 cent is at the side. And this is actually the normal rotation, okay? So if you look on the Royal Australian Mint, this is the normal rotation. Turn around again. So let's choose another coin from another bag. Let's choose this bag. Let's choose another coin. And okay, so I've got it there. Put my hand up there. Turn it around. And as you can see, it's normal rotation. But there is actually a curious rotation in which a 50 cent is actually at the bottom. So if we turn it around, go around like that, then the 50 cent should actually be at the bottom, and that's actually a rotated coin. And I've heard that people in Queensland have got whole bags of them. So if you get a bag of these coins, then you should be able to find, if you're lucky, a rotated coin. But generally you have to go through each coin, and quite frankly, to go through each coin in these bags is actually quite hard. So I don't think I have any of the 90-degree rotation. I think these are all just pretty much the same rotation. So let's have a look at this coin. So no, that's pretty much the same. And this one, so no. So what I'm looking for is when I put my hand on the 50, I'll put my hand also on the bottom of the Queen's head, which actually is not the case, which is a pity. And that rotation might actually be the common as far as I know, but I've actually not seen any. A lot of people were saying about it, but no one's actually produced any evidence of it. So, coin rotation. So these ones you could have got in bags. You can still get them at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. On the 10th of April, they actually had a pop-up shop in Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne and Canberra. Pity Perth and Hobart were not included. And you could actually get these. You could exchange 10 bags at a time. So what I done is I got 5 50 cent and 5 $2. Then I went back and got 5 more $2 coins. So look out for the rotation 50 cent coin 2019. So that is the update. Whether it actually is proven that some coins are rotated for the 50 cent to be at the bottom where the Elizabeth II's head is, we shall see. But as far as I know, the coins I have here, this rotation is actually normal. So if I put two coins together and you flip them around, so that should actually be how you get the coins. So when you spin it around on the north-south axis, it should turn out this way. So I hope you find any of those rotated coins and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Okay, thank you, and check out my links below and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.